Hi guys. We're going to read some more of our story today, and the story that we're reading, the book we're reading is Anything But Typical by Nora Raleigh Baskin. Okay, and last time, whenever we read, right at the end, James found out that as a reward, not James, I'm sorry, Jason found out as a reward he was going to get to go to this writing convention for the storyboard website that he likes in Texas. And he also found out that his friend, who he found out name was Rebecca, actually lives in that town in Texas where they're having the convention. So maybe he'll get to meet her. I don't know. Okay, we're going to read chapters 20 through 22 today. You'll have questions to answer. You should have them there in a Google Doc. If you make a copy of that, you can answer questions as we go. If you see something that sticks out to you, you can always go back at the end too and go back through the reading and things to see what the questions are. Okay, so here we go. Chapter 20. My parents want to know what's wrong. That is the question I hate second most in the world. Is something wrong? My mother's asking me, honey, is something wrong? What's going on, Jason? My father's asking me. I can't answer this question. It would be like trying to catch drops of water at the bottom of a waterfall. That's just what it feels like. A ton of water falling on my head, constantly bombarding my brain. It's hard to breathe under all this falling weight of water. I can't let Rebecca really see me. Pounding. She'll know exactly who I am. Falling. Who am I? I want to get a haircut now. My hair is killing me. I can't go to the convention now. No, I can't tell you why. I can't tell anyone. Jason, stop pulling at your hair. Jason, stop. Stop flapping. Look at me. What's wrong? My mother's saying. Jeremy is quiet. He's always quiet when I'm loud, and the other way around. Everybody was somewhere else, but now they are all here, in the hallway. I have to throw something from my hand into the space that is attacking my brain. I have to throw the thing that I feel is in my hand. But none of this probably would have happened if my mother hadn't come into my room in the first place. She opened the door to my room without knocking. Even my talk therapist has said she is supposed to knock. Are you all right? That is the question I hate first and the most. Jason, are you all right? Am I ever all right? Jason, I am talking to you, she went on. Rebecca likes me. She thinks I'm a good writer. I heard noises up here, my mother said. She was still standing in my doorway. She's my girlfriend, but she won't be for long. Jason, stop it. You're going to hurt yourself. But nothing could hurt more than this. I am awake, but dreaming. I can see Rebecca seeing me, even though I have never seen Rebecca and I don't know what she looks like. Now she is wearing a t-shirt with a picture of a great scarlet bird. Two-dimensional, its head to the side, its wings spread like arms surrounded by flames. That is how I know it is her. It is crowded in the convention hall and hot because it is Texas. There are tables set up when you first walk in, two tables with big signs that say, if your last name starts with A through L, and another one that says, if your last name starts with M through Z. There are 3 people sitting at each table, and people are already pushing to get to the front and sign in. The check-in people are very friendly. I can tell by their voices. I am sure if I could look up, they would be smiling. My dad does all the talking. When I start to rock a little, my dad doesn't even act like he notices. If he cares that the lady next to us on my left is looking at me, and that she even takes 2 very tiny steps away, he doesn't let on. When you sign in, you get a name tag, which is not the sticky peel-off kind, but a real one in a plastic sleeve that hangs on an elastic cord around your neck. And my dad gets one too. I look down at the tag hanging around my neck. Jason Blake, Weston, Connecticut, storyboard member, 3 years. There is no escape now. The thing that I threw at my mom to make her stop talking to me hit Jeremy instead. Luckily, it was just my computer mouse, but his head bled a lot. It's easy to feel bad about yourself, and then even worse. So he hurt his brother what he threw his computer mouse whenever he was angry. Okay. Chapter 21. It's about the plane trip. It's anxiety, they decide, and I let them. So my dad brings home 2 movies from the video store, The Wedding Singer and Air Force One. The Wedding Singer is so funny, and at the end, everyone on the plane cheers for Adam Sandler when he gets the girl. My parents know I like Adam Sandler movies. Then my mom sets up a chair in a living room with another chair in front and one on each side. Just sit here, Jason. Jeremy, come help. I am sitting here. 10 more minutes, my mom is saying. She wants me to sit here for 10 more minutes because they think I'm nervous about having to sit still in a plane seat for 4 hours. This is the way they got me to ride on elevators when I was young and wouldn't get inside. First, we just walked near one. The next day, I pressed the button and watched the doors open. After a few weeks of that, once a week, I just stood inside, but my dad held the doors open. We did that every week for a few months until finally I consented to ride up the elevator to my therapist's office. So after a year, we didn't have to walk the 12 flights of stairs. I don't even go to that therapist anymore. We turn off Air Force One as soon as the terrorists hijack the plane and start killing people. My mom is yelling at my dad for his poor choice of movies. But I know they will keep working on this. My mom always says you have to face your fears. This has nothing to do with being scared to get on an airplane, but it's better than telling them the truth. I'm afraid that Rebecca will see me. I'm going to need some time to figure out how to get out of going to Dallas, Texas for the storyboard convention, but my dad has already bought the tickets. I always listen to the morning announcements at school. I like the way the words come out of the loudspeakers. I like the voices that have no bodies that say things from far away so clearly. I know it is really just the lady in the main office, the one with the hard hair, but without a mouth and a face and eyes that look at me. I can hear her better. Every morning I have to stand at the front of the room by the door because it is noisy in homeroom. My homeroom teacher leaves a note with instructions, so even if we have a substitute, I'm allowed to stand here. I have to stand and face the wall, but I listen. I want to hear the lunch service for today, even though I've read the menu. I want to hear which teachers are absent and buses are late. I don't like there to be surprises. This morning I'm surprised. Our biggest congratulations, Dr. T's voice is coming from the PA system, to sixth grader Jason Blake for winning a creative writing contest and a trip to the Lone Star State. And for those of you who don't know, that's Texas. Have a great time, Jason, and don't forget, Jason, to represent. Now he is talking about today's assembly on dental hygiene. Now he's talking about parent-teacher conferences and the 8th grade field trip to Washington, D.C. next month. But Dr. T got one part wrong, the part about me. I didn't win anything. My parents just signed me up, and this makes me wonder about everything else. My parents had to get permission from the school from Dr. T for me to miss next Friday. So they must have explained it to him then. I guess NTs don't listen to each other very well either. But now, worse than him getting it wrong, everyone knows and I will have to go. Everyone in the whole school knows I'm going to Texas. I will never be able to get out of this. The problem inside my room, inside my head, inside my house, inside my head is growing bigger and bigger. The problem that Rebecca will see me at the storyboard convention in Texas is growing bigger and wider. All my worlds are colliding. I never wanted it to happen this way. When we go to the library, Miss Leno seems very excited, even though a couple months ago she said I was rude. Jason, what wonderful news, she's saying to me. Don't you want to go on your computer? It's empty. It's waiting for you. Computers don't wait for people, but I don't want to go to on the computer. I can't check my email from school. They won't let you, but if they did, I'm sure I wouldn't want to. I didn't respond to Rebecca's message yet. The message that says she's going to the storyboard convention. I don't know what to write to her, so I think it's best not to write anything. I don't know what to tell my dad or my mom. Things are set into motion and I can't stop them. Bad things. When Rebecca sees me, she will not like me anymore. Jason, I hear Miss Leno's voice, but it is behind me now because I've turned away. I can walk to the window where I can see the parking lot and line of trees. I can almost put myself across the asphalt and into the coolness of the woods. I can hear the leaves, every one nearly the same as the one beside it, brushing against each other. And if I listen, you need to be doing something this period, Jason. Listen. Jason, have you finished your library project? Why don't you come over here and work on your project? Listen very carefully. I can hear their meaning. There's nowhere to hide, not in the letters, not in the words. He's really upset about going on this trip, isn't he? But we read, it kind of had a flashback to that because when we were reading, when we first started reading, he was already there. He was checking in. So we do know that he definitely goes, but now he's thinking back to before they went. Okay. So we're going to finish up today with chapter 22. Remember to look at your questions because you may be able to answer some of them now. My parents sit with me on the 4 chairs lined up in front of the TV for a full 25 minutes this night with no movie. Jeremy gets really impatient. He won't wear the make-believe seatbelt. My parents start fighting. Jeremy doesn't have to do this, my dad is saying. We are a family, my mom says back. I am watching the TV screen. Jeremy takes off. Want to read me a story, Jeremy's asking? The book he wants me to read to him is open, and Jeremy's sitting in the exact spot, not too close, not too far, next to my pillow. But I am not in the mood. The feeling I have wraps up my whole body. I can't get it off. I can't get out. No, I say. Excuse me. Jeremy doesn't move. I knew he wouldn't. Read, Jeremy says. Sometimes it feels like there are bugs in my brain, bugs like the ones that bang themselves against our front screen door at night in the summer when the light is on outside. I can hear their wings spinning, caught inside the glass hood of the lamp, vibrating in desperation. What will happen when Rebecca sees me? I have a math test tomorrow. I can't do the math. What will she think of me? This shirt is stained from lunch. Why do I do that? And it is very hot in here. I can't stand it. My skin hurts, all of it. And Jeremy smells like bubblegum. Why does he smell like bubblegum and ketchup? Rebecca will not like me the minute she sees me, like all girls don't. The bugs throw their buzzing bodies against the screen in no order, over and over with no hope. There is no way they can get in, and why would they want to anyway? What's in here for them? Is it because of the bird girl, Jeremy's asking me, the one you write to online? The tight wrapper around my body loosens when he says that, giving my heart room to breathe. I nod. What about her, Jason? I'm reading the book and Jeremy's listening, but I'm also telling him in between pages and pictures, the words get tangled up, but Jeremy understands. She is going to Dallas, Texas too? Yes. So that's good, isn't it, Jason? Isn't she your girlfriend? Don't you want to see your girlfriend? I shake my head. No. Now Jeremy's quiet. He's resting his head on my pillow right where my head sleeps at night. I smell the ketchup and bubblegum. Jeremy doesn't move when I slip a piece of his hair between my fingers. In and out until one by one all the bugs fly away. For now, for tonight. The next day is the beginning of a C schedule, and just like the hard-haired office lady announced, there are Italian dunkers today, my favorite, and garden salad, dinner rolls, even though it is lunch, and cherry jello. Usually, this food makes me happy, but today I carry my tray across the black and white checkered floor and sit by myself. There are a million little specks inside the top of this table, specks of color that run so deep into the plastic they seem suspended in space, colorful snowflakes that never move and never fall. Ben, you can hardly imagine what life would be like as a normal-sized person. His parents, surprisingly, are not pressuring their son. Benu's father tells him the decision is his to make. It's your life, Benu, your body. We love you, Benu, no matter what size, no matter what your limitations. His mother cries and cries, but she also agrees to stick to whatever decision Benu will make. We want you to be happy, Benu, she says. The doctor tells them he will wait for 3 days for an answer, and only 3 days. That night, Benu has a dream. J-Man, come sit with us. I don't have to look up. I know it's Aaron Miller. Hey, man, nobody wants to eat alone, he's saying. Sometimes I can block out the noises in the cafeteria like my therapist taught me, grab the sound and throw it away, like all the food in the garbage can. The clanking of plates being dropped onto the metal counter. Grab it and throw it away. The cafeteria lady, the one with the red bandana and yellow teeth, arguing with one of the kids about his lunch card. She says it's not his. He says it is. Grab it and throw it away. The sound of the dishwasher way in the back, humming and steaming, clicking on and off in cycles, chairs scraping across the floor, paper bags crumpled, angry voices, happy voices, laughing, whispering. Nobody wants to eat alone. Come on, Jason, Aaron says again. Look, nobody else is sitting here. They are left already. Come on, it's just me. I pick up my tray and follow Aaron's feet. I slide as quietly as I can up to the table, and I watch the lights on the ceiling, which are not one color, but made up of all the colors, which move and flicker and dance if you pay attention. If I had the words out loud, in my mouth, the words that told a story, that made a connection, that could draw a picture for Aaron to hear, I could ask him for help. I would ask Aaron and what he would do. Aaron is a boy people like, even when they look at him and see him and know who he is. Bennu, who is real but not real. Only Aaron does not know this. I can see Bennu but not see him. Bennu is a dwarf who likes a girl whose average height. But oh, see now, there is a cure, there is a doctor, an operation he could have. He has 3 days. What should he do? Aaron is very quiet. Am I talking, really talking? Most everyone has gone from the cafeteria. Fewer noises, the lights shudder. The dishwasher far off in the kitchen shuts off. Wow, great story, Aaron is saying. Bennu, huh? So he decides he's going to have the operation. Scary stuff, man. Aaron is putting the crumpled paper from his cupcake, the tin foil from his sandwich, and the stems from his grapes into his paper bag. He is done eating. He pushes his chair out behind him. He says, well, good for Bennu, I guess. Aaron stands up. He bends his arm all the way back behind his head, the paper bag in his hand. He says, but hey, wouldn't it be weird if Bennu wakes up from the operation and he's all tall and stuff, and then he doesn't recognize himself in the mirror? I hear Aaron's paper bag hit the plastic rim, and I hear it fall inside. So Aaron sounds like he might be a good friend to Jason, because he seems nice to him. He asked him to come sit with him, and he thought maybe Jason was worried about the people that were sitting at the table, but they had all gone, and it sounds like he did go sit with them then, so that's good. Please let me know if you have any questions about your story questions that you need to answer. Remember to copy the Google Doc and share it back with me on Google Classroom, and let me know if you have any questions, okay? I'll see you next time. Bye.